Hey, it's Christian with St. Augustine TV. Today we're at one of the coolest creative spots in St. Augustine, MC Pressure, a letterpress and foil print shop with a big personality and even bigger presses. We're here with Ryan Tempro, the owner and Director of Imagination at MC Pressure. You know, MC Pressure sounds sort of like a rapper's name. What's the story behind that?
So the name MC Pressure comes from a pun, which is kind of like, we love to have fun here at the shop, but it's a pun, a play on words of MC Escher and pressure, which is how letterpress works.
For people who haven't been to a letterpress shop or know what letterpress is, what would you describe that you do here?
We specialize in printing, but it's a lot more specific than what a normal print shop would do. So a lot of what we do are things like letterpress printing, foil stamping, embossing, die cutting, that type of thing. But by and large, most of what we do and are really good at are these more specific, unique forms of printmaking.
Can you walk us through what happens when you make a print from idea to final product?
Yeah, of course. Let me show you. We first start with a digital design, and then from there, turn it into a plate.
So what kind of presses are we working with here? More importantly, do they have names?
They don't have names. If anything, I always refer to them by the year that they are, because we have so many that are similar in ways, but they all are from different years. Nearly all of our presses are Heidelberg presses, so they all were originated in Germany. It's like a company that's still around to this day, but they're not making letterpress equipment anymore. This one is my favorite. It's called a Heidelberg KSBA, and it is just a really large format printer, basically. So anytime we do anything large, like a poster or a really long run of something, we'll run it on this press. If we need something that's really laser tight on accuracy and really crisp, it's gonna end up on this machine.
So what year is this printer from?
This one was made in 1970.
So that one's pretty modern.
Yep, for sure. This foil stamping press here is from 1972. It's the newest out of all of the machines that we have, and it's almost the most finicky. The one that we use the most often is this Heidelberg windmill here. It's set up for printing, and it's from 1958.
What's the trickiest part to getting a print just right?
Usually alignment is the big thing that gives us the most problem. Impression and color are usually not too difficult for us. Yeah.
Letterpress is all about impression. Do you have a favorite paper stock that really shows it off?
It definitely depends on the project, but I really love Color Plan papers. It's a company that's based out of Europe, but they have a paper that comes in a bunch of different weights and a bunch of different colors. It's just really fun to see stuff get printed on it, and it usually takes an impression really well.
Letterpress feels really old school, but somehow really fresh too. Why do you think people are still drawn to it in our digital world?
I think because it's tactile and real.
For people who aren't familiar, how is letterpress and foil printing different?
They're very similar in a lot of ways. They're both direct form impression printing methods, but letterpress is done with ink, and it is not heat. Heat is not important in that process, only the ink is. And in foil stamping, heat is needed to transfer the foil from the ribbons onto the paper, basically. There's no ink involved. So we can look at that here. We have a ribbon of foil here that's gold. This one is, the back is a different color, but the front is gold. And so we have this copper die here that heats up as the press is operating, and it transfers the heat and the design from the plate into the foil, and then the paper is behind it, and it transfers it to the paper, and then the design is affixed to it from there. It dries instantly. It's a really cool process. Foil is often understood to be like gold and metallic gold, silver, bronze, but there are a lot of other options. There are pigment foils, black, white, green. You can use all kinds of things. And the benefit of a foil versus an ink is that foils are more opaque typically. So if we're using something like a dark stock, like a black paper, and you wanted white ink would not look very good. So we would use a white foil in that instance.
Foil printing had a personality. Would it be a flashy diva or a classy minimalist?
I really love the look of something that's classic and simple. I feel like less is more a lot of times on the press, but we work with a lot of really fun creatives, and seeing them push the bounds on what we can do and make something really flashy and unique is really fun.
If your printing presses could talk, what kind of personalities would they have?
If I had to assign something, it would probably be a grumpy old German man. They're pretty finicky, and they just have a mind of their own at times. Sometimes there isn't a problem, and all you have to do is walk away and just give it 10 minutes and come back, or just come back the next day, and everything's fine again.
Hi, Dad. What's the strangest or funniest thing anyone has ever asked you to print?
It's probably me and my staff. We've decided to print some very fun stuff here. I really love a lot of the stuff that we create. We make greeting cards, coasters, notepads, gifts of all different types, and it's been really fun to work on kind of on the side from what our normal day-to-day products are.
You have some examples right here.
I do. We have some coaster packs. We have some greeting cards that have been really fun. Not everything has to have a swear word on it, but it's always fun and kind of goofy.
And since your name is MC Pressure, if you were actually a rapper, what would your debut album be called?
Probably the original Heidelberg.
How does being here in St. Augustine affect your work?
We run letterpress equipment here, which is a form of relief printing, the oldest form of printmaking, and we're in the nation's oldest city. So I think the connection to history is probably pretty strong.
Your machines are much more like a Gutenberg press than modern digital printing.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
What's one thing you wish everybody knew about letterpress and foil printing?
It's a craft, and I think it's not, if it was easy and all I had to do was press print, then I could offer more of it, but because it's done by hand and we have to go through each piece once it's done to make sure that it looks good, it just takes a little bit of time.
And finally, where can people check out your work?
They can check out our website online, mcpressure.com. On the website, they can order and come pick up locally here if they want. They can come pick up from us. If they aren't able to make it here or are after hours, Spinster's Abbot carries a lot of our stuff.
Big thanks to Ryan and Miranda at MC Pressure for showing us around and letting us peek behind the press. If you're in St. Augustine, stop by or check them out online, mcpressure.com. And if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.